Hey, what's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing the 10 best industry to invest in 2021. This is done by Ling Wong and it's written in July 28, 2021. So let's get into it. Now, Ling Wong starts off this conversation or this article by saying that the year 2020 has been a lot of changes and there's a lot of changes in the stock market as well as the economic conditions. She also then says that there's a lot of people starting their own businesses while other people are looking for places to invest that is going to have high yield in these difficult and volatile states of the market. She also then says that if you're starting to look at investing in a company, it is important to enter a booming industry. So what's the most profitable and the fastest growing industries in the US? Well, she says then here is some of them to look out for. Number one being biotechnology. She says that biotechnology refers to the science that is manipulates living organisms to create commercial products. She carries on to say here that many are used in high growth industries such as healthcare, food and agriculture, biodegradable plastics, biofuels, and other environmental applications. She also says that in particular, biotech products are the key to invention of new medicines that could save lives for the years to come. Now, in this document, she also says that according to the Grand Review research, the global biotechnology market size is expected to reach $727.1 billion by 2025, and at a compound annual growth rate of 7.4%, with a high potential of growth rate. No wonder the industry is attracting many entrepreneurs and investors. She then carries on to say that there is some warning to look out for. She says, however, with the high reward potential comes elevated risk. Many biotech investment opportunities are speculative, and you may be venturing into uncharted territories. If you don't have a high risk tolerance or prefer to invest in opportunities that have a long and steady record, biotech might not be the best option for you. Number two, artificial intelligence. Now, Ling Wang says in this article that markets forecast that artificial intelligence, or the AI market, is likely to reach 190.61 billion by 2025, and at a growth rate of 36.62%. From machine learning and predictive analytics to natural language processing and neural networks, AI applications are growing by the minute. Now, we've all seen this. It's everywhere. Google, Amazon, everyone knows about AI. So definitely something to look out for. So she says in this article, there are many ways to enter this industry. There are opportunities in autonomous vehicles, robotic processing optimization, logistics and delivery, customer service, chatbots, marketing and advertising, also customer relationship management, data analytics, payment services, voice assessments, human resources, and manufacturing, and more. She also carries on to say that there are always higher risks associated with starting a business or investing in emerging technologies that are fast evolving. For example, she says that security, privacy, and ethical issues are some key concerns about various AI-driven technology, and it will evolve as the industry matures. Anyone working with AI should be prepared to stay nimble and adaptive to market and regulatory forces. Number three, green energy. The new White House administration plan to invest $400 billion over 10 years in clean energy is part of the broad mobilization of public investment. As she says on this article, according to the Center of Climate and Energy Solutions, renewable energy is the fastest growing energy resource in the US and has increased by 100% between 2000 and 2018. She also says here that intending to achieve economy-wide net zero emissions no later than 2050, the government will be taking action to support green energy solutions such as electric vehicles, solar panels, wind generations, rainwater harvesting systems, energy smart applications, and technologies that can optimize the use of energy. It also is expected to revive many environmental initiatives that were put on the back burner. She also carries on to say here that whether you're starting a business in the green energy or investing in one, it is important to consider how the solution can be adapted to the mass market, having a sound business case, a plan to bring the technology to market, and a strategy to encourage adoption is the key to achieving long-term success. Number 4, real estate. So she says here that a low mortgage interest rate means that borrowing money to buy real estate is cheap right now, making real estate investments more enticing. She says that you can purchase a piece of property and turn the rent in or resell to generate profit. You also can invest in real estate fund, which enables you to buy into the trust with other investors and fund a real estate project. She also carries on to say that one of the less risky real estate fund options is net lease real estate investment trust. They are called REITs, which means a property is leased to a single tenant who pays the rent and the property expenses. She also says that you can expect a high dividend yield and rent increases to build your cash flow. She also carries on to say that many real estate investments have a long-term time horizon, so be prepared that your capital may be tied up for a few years before you'll see significant yield. She also says that if you're buying and renting out properties, you'll need to be careful when evaluating the value of the properties, account for the cost of renovation, and invest time and effort is ongoing property management. Number 5, environmental and social governance. So she says in this article that businesses that focus on environmental and social and governance, the ESG, are gaining traction. More consumers are considering the ecological and social impact the products they use and will be willing to spend more for the brand that are environmentally and socially responsible. She also says here that CNBC reported global sustainable funds have experienced inflows of 45.7 billion during the first quarter of 2020. She also says that according to the data from Morningstar, since March, the focus on ESG has accelerated as the global pandemic has made many people more aware of how businesses are treating their stakeholders, suppliers, employees, and customers. She also carries on to say that while making ESG investments, you should strike a balance between ethics and performance. Also, keep in mind that the definition of socially responsible can be subjective. She carries on to say that some companies claim to be socially responsible, but in practice, they may not meet your expectations. Therefore, it is important to vet your choice before making a decision. Number 6, healthcare and pharmaceuticals. So she says in this article that recent events have once again highlighted how essential the healthcare sector is. She also says that new challenges and diseases will continue to emerge, while the aging population in the US and other developing countries will increase the demand for treatment and healthcare services for decades to come. Now, here she also gives a couple of statistics. She says here that according to the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, employment in healthcare occupation is projected to increase 15% from 2019 to 2029 and add about 2.4 million new jobs to the economy. Besides businesses that directly deliver healthcare services, companies that support these professionals are also expected to blossom. She says that, however, there are some risks associated with entering or investing in the healthcare industry. For example, the shifting of insurance policies and Medicare's single-payer system, the large number of uninsured Americans, the need to control costs, the myriad of regulatory controls, and the increasing influence of consumerism can pose challenges now and in the future. She does then carry on and give us 4 more options, but for the length of this video, I'm going to just do these ones for you guys. You guys are more than welcome to go look the article down in the link in the bio and go look at the other 4 options for yourselves. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a like, have a subscribe. See you soon.